When you think of speed, you probably imagine a supercar, something low, sleek, and built only for the track. But what if I told you that some four-door sedans, cars you could literally drive your kids to school in, can outrun those million-dollar machines? These aren't your average daily drivers. These are stealth missiles in business suits. Sedans so brutally fast they've forced supercar makers to look over their shoulders. And the craziest part? You can find some of them quietly parked in your neighborhood right now. From luxury monsters with handcrafted V12 to electric rockets that rewrite the laws of acceleration, these cars aren't just redefining performance, they're humiliating the competition. Some are faster than Lamborghinis, others out-accelerate Bugattis, and a few were so extreme they were almost banned from production altogether. So buckle up, because we're counting down the 20 fastest sedans in the world, cars that blend comfort, chaos, and pure engineering insanity into one unstoppable package. But stay tuned, because the one sitting at number one doesn't just break records, it destroys them. At first glance, the 2024 Audi RS3 looks almost harmless, a small four-door sedan you'd see in a crowded parking lot. But press the throttle, and it transforms into something terrifyingly quick. This unassuming German compact can rocket to 180 miles per hour, a speed most supercars charge double or triple the price to reach. Under its hood lies a masterpiece of engineering, a 2.5-liter turbocharged 5-cylinder engine, producing 400 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. That odd number of cylinders, it's the secret to its signature growl, a sound that's equal parts exotic and aggressive, echoing the DNA of Audi's rally legends from the Group B era. But what really sets the RS3 apart isn't just its power, it's the way it uses it. Thanks to Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive system and torque vectoring technology, the RS3 doesn't just accelerate in a straight line. It clings to corners like a sports car on rails. Even at top speed, it stays planted, agile, and eerily composed, as if defying physics itself. Step inside, and the dual personality continues. You get a 12.3-inch digital cockpit, Napa leather seats, and ambient lighting that makes it feel like a luxury cruiser. Until you tap the gas and remember this thing could humiliate a Porsche Cayman at the lights. The Audi RS3 proves one thing: power doesn't have to come in a massive package. Sometimes the loudest statement comes from the smallest car. But while the RS3 is Germany's compact assassin, the next car on our list wears a suit, a smile, and a V8 that growls like thunder. If the Audi RS3 is a street brawler, then the 2018 Jaguar XJR 575 is a tuxedo-clad hitman. It doesn't shout, it purrs until you push it, and that purr turns into a roar that echoes through your chest. This British luxury missile blends elegance with savagery. Beneath its sculpted hood lies a 5.0-liter supercharged V8 that unleashes 575 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. Top speed? 186 miles per hour. And it gets there with the kind of grace only a Jaguar can deliver. Poised, polished, but packing the punch of a heavyweight. From the outside, it's all class. A long body, smooth curves, and those bold red brake calipers hiding behind subtle elegance. The Velocity blue paint option became iconic, deep, rich, and almost hypnotic when sunlight hits it. But make no mistake, this car isn't just for show. It'll launch from 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds, turning heads and breaking necks all at once. Step inside, and you're greeted by diamond-stitched leather, a Meridian sound system, and a handcrafted finish that whispers luxury. But under the surface, Jaguar tuned it with adaptive dynamics and an active rear differential, making sure every ounce of that power is controlled, not chaotic. The XJR 575 is a perfect contradiction. a car that's as comfortable cruising through London as it is tearing down the Autobahn. It's refined rebellion on four wheels. But while Britain focused on class and charisma, the Germans decided to fight back with something cold, calculated, and brutally efficient: precision. That's the word that defines the 2023 BMW M3 CS, a machine built not just for speed, but for absolute control. While some cars chase power figures, this one was engineered like a weapon, balanced, focused, and razor-sharp on every corner. Under the hood, it carries a 3.0-liter twin-turbo inline-six tuned to perfection. The numbers tell a clear story: 543 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque, and a top speed of 188 miles per hour. But stats don't capture what makes the M3 CS truly special. It's the way it feels. Every turn, every throttle input, every shift through the 8-speed M-Steptronic transmission is surgically precise. BMW didn't just build another performance sedan. They stripped it down, rebuilt it, and turned it into a street-legal track car. With carbon fiber components across the roof, hood, and interior, the M3 CS is lighter, stiffer, and more aggressive than its siblings. The result? A car that dances at high speed, carving through corners with the confidence of a predator chasing prey. And then there's BMW's secret weapon, the X-Drive all-wheel drive system. It adapts instantly, sending power wherever traction is needed most. You can even switch it to rear-wheel mode if you prefer to unleash pure chaos. Inside, it's all business: racing-inspired bucket seats, carbon fiber trim, and just enough tech to keep it civilized. Everything here screams performance. It's not built to impress your passengers, it's built to make you forget they exist. The M3 CS isn't loud or flashy, it's efficient destruction. While others rely on brute force, BMW perfected the art of balance. But across the ocean, America had no interest in balance. They wanted thunder, tire smoke, and raw muscle, and that's exactly what came next. For decades, America was known for big, loud muscle cars, fast in a straight line, but clumsy in corners. Then came the 2024 Cadillac CT4 Blackwing, and suddenly the Europeans weren't laughing anymore. This wasn't just another Detroit muscle machine, it was America's redemption story. At its heart beats a 3.6-liter twin-turbo V6, pumping out 472 horsepower and 445 pound-feet of torque. Top speed? 189 miles per hour. That's faster than some Italian exotics that cost 3 times as much. But what really makes the CT4V Blackwing special isn't just its speed, it's the way it handles that speed. Cadillac equipped it with Magnetic Ride Control 4.0, one of the most advanced suspension systems on the planet. It reads the road 1,000 times per second, instantly adjusting damping to keep the car perfectly balanced. Combine that with rear-wheel drive, an electronic limited slip differential, and even an available 6-speed manual transmission, and you've got something rare. A driver's car built in America that can corner like a European thoroughbred. Visually, the CT4V Blackwing looks every bit the part. The aggressive front grille, wide stance, and carbon fiber accents make it look like it belongs on a racetrack. Yet, step inside and you're surrounded by hand-stitched leather, a carbon fiber steering wheel, and a premium AKG sound system. It's refined brutality. Muscle with manners. Every gear change feels like a statement. We can build performance too. The CT4V Blackwing is proof that America doesn't just compete with the world, it can beat it. But just when everyone thought combustion ruled the streets, an unexpected challenger arrived, one that didn't need gasoline at all. When Porsche announced an all-electric sedan, the world scoffed. An electric Porsche? They said it would never match the roar, the emotion, or the raw fury of the brand's gasoline legends. But then came the 2024 Porsche Taycan Turbo GT with the Weissach package, and it didn't just silence the critics, it humiliated them. This isn't just a fast electric car, it's a declaration of war. The Taycan Turbo GT rips through the air at 190 miles per hour, powered by dual electric motors delivering 616 horsepower, and when you engage overboost, that number surges to a staggering 750 horsepower. The result? A 0 to 60 time of 2.5 seconds. No gears, no noise, just instant violence. Unlike most EVs, the Taycan doesn't feel detached or numb. Porsche engineered it with a 2-speed rear transmission, giving it explosive launches and incredible efficiency at high speeds. The Weissach package shaves off weight with carbon fiber components and optimized aerodynamics, turning this luxury EV into a track assassin. What's even more shocking is how composed it feels. With adaptive air suspension, torque vectoring, and Porsche's dynamic chassis control, the Taycan Turbo GT hugs corners like it's reading your thoughts. It doesn't just keep up with supercars, it embarrasses them. Inside, the cockpit feels like stepping into the future. Minimalist design, touch-sensitive displays, plush seating, and ambient lighting that gives it an almost sci-fi aura. Every detail feels deliberate, as if luxury and performance merged into one flawless experience. The Taycan Turbo GT isn't just proof that electric can be thrilling, it's a warning. The EV revolution isn't coming, it's already here. But Porsche wasn't the only brand rewriting the rulebook, because their gasoline-powered sibling, the RS7, took things to an entirely different level of madness. Luxury and speed don't always mix well. At least that's what people used to think. Then came the Audi RS7 and BMW's 2 German titans, the M5 Competition and the M8 Competition Grand Coupe, and suddenly, family sedan started meaning supercar hunter. Let's start with the 2024 Audi RS7, a car that blends brute power with elegance. Under the hood lies a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8, churning out 591 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque. Its quattro all-wheel drive system and adaptive air suspension keep it glued to the asphalt, rocketing from 0 to 60 in just 3.5 seconds. And yet it's whisper quiet when you need it to be. Step inside and it's all luxury, Napa leather, a digital cockpit, and the kind of comfort you'd expect from a 5-star lounge. But make no mistake, press the pedal, and this refined beauty turns into a 190-mile-per-hour missile. Then there's the BMW M5 Competition, one of the most iconic performance sedans ever made. It's not just fast, it's furious. The 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 produces 617 horsepower, hurling it from 0 to 60 in just 3.1 seconds. BMW's xDrive system delivers power with terrifying precision, allowing you to switch between all-wheel and rear-wheel drive on demand. One moment, it's a track-ready monster. The next, it's a quiet executive cruiser. Few cars wear two faces this well, but BMW wasn't done there. They went even bigger. Introducing the M8 Competition Grand Coupe. Same heart, same 617 horsepower, but with a body sculpted for style and a cabin soaked in luxury. With a top speed of 190 miles per hour, it blends elegance and savagery like no other. It's a car for those who want performance that feels effortless, the kind that glides at 150 miles per hour and still feels calm. Together, these German machines prove one thing: speed can be civilized. You don't have to sacrifice comfort for chaos. You can have both and make it look easy. But while Germany was perfecting performance, Italy was busy creating rolling art pieces. Cars that didn't just move fast, they made your heart race while doing it. No one does passion on four wheels like the Italians. They don't just build cars, They craft emotions wrapped in carbon fiber and stitched leather. And when it comes to speed, they've proven that art can move faster than science. Enter the 2024 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, a car that defines Italian performance. Beneath its sculpted hood lies a 2.9-liter twin turbo V6, producing 505 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque. That's enough to push it to 191 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest sedans in its class. But numbers don't capture its soul. This car feels alive, twitching, snarling, and demanding to be driven hard. Its near-perfect 50-50 weight distribution and rear-wheel drive setup give it the precision of a surgeon with the heart of a street fighter. Every turn feels like a dance, every downshift a heartbeat. Inside, it's pure Italian elegance, carbon fiber accents, leather upholstery, and that unmistakable racing spirit that only Alfa can deliver. But then comes Maserati, the brand that takes everything passionate about Italy and cranks it to 11. The 2024 Maserati Ghibli 334. Ultima isn't just fast, it's the fastest sedan in the world. With a top speed of 208 miles per hour, it redefines what's possible for a four-door. Powered by a 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8, delivering 572 horsepower and 538 pound-feet of torque, the Ghibli 334 is both brutal and beautiful. Every detail is obsessed with performance, air suspension, adaptive dampers, and carbon fiber aerodynamics that slice through the air like a scalpel. Inside, it's all Italian craftsmanship. Hand-stitched leather, bespoke materials, and a cabin designed for pure comfort, even at terrifying speeds. The Ghibli 334. Ultima isn't just a car, it's a farewell letter to pure combustion power. As Maserati transitions toward electrification, this is their final roar. A declaration that before the silence of EVs takes over, Italy had the last word in speed. These machines remind the world that performance isn't just about engineering, it's about emotion. The sound, the feel, the thrill. The Italians turned driving into art. But across the ocean, a new kind of performance was emerging. One built on brute force, battery power, and billionaire ambition. The world of performance is changing fast. Some brands are holding on to raw gasoline power, while others are rewriting the rulebook entirely. And at the top of that revolution stand three sedans, each representing a different era of speed. The brutal Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat Red-Eye Widebody, the futuristic Lucid Air Sapphire, and the Royal Powerhouse, the Bentley Flying Spur Speed. Let's start with pure American chaos, the 2023 Dodge Charger SRT. Hellcat Red-Eye Widebody is the last of its kind, a muscle car disguised as a family sedan. Beneath its bulging hood lies a 6.2-liter supercharged HEMI V8, screaming out 797 horsepower and 707 pound-feet of torque. It's the kind of car that doesn't whisper. It roars, shakes, and leaves a trail of tire smoke wherever it goes. With a top speed of 203 miles per hour and a soundtrack that could wake the dead, the Hellcat is more than a car. It's rebellion on wheels. It's loud, unapologetic, and a reminder that America still knows how to do unfiltered speed better than anyone else. Then we shift from thunder to silence, the 2023 Lucid Air Sapphire, an all-electric sedan so advanced it feels like something from the future. This machine produces a mind-bending 1,200 horsepower from 3 electric motors, launching from 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, with a top speed of 205 miles per hour. It's not just fast, it's instantaneous. There's no gear change, no lag, just endless torque and eerie silence as the scenery blurs. And it doesn't stop there. It offers over 500 miles of range on a single charge. Inside, it's luxury reimagined, futuristic screens, glass canopy roof, and materials that make it feel like a spaceship built for royalty. The Lucid Air Sapphire doesn't just compete with the Bugatti Chiron, it humiliates it quietly. And then, there's the 2024 Bentley Flying Spur Speed, proof that luxury and performance can coexist at the highest level. Powered by a 6.0-liter twin-turbo W12 engine, this handcrafted masterpiece produces 626 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque, soaring to 207 miles per hour in absolute silence and grace. The air suspension and all-wheel drive system ensure it glides over the road like a jet on air. Inside, the cabin feels like an art gallery on wheels. Hand-stitched leather, real wood trim, and details so precise they border on obsession. Its speed draped in sophistication. 3 sedans, 3 philosophies, 1 goal: domination. The Hellcat roars for tradition. The Lucid Sapphire speaks for the future. And the Bentley rules above them all, where luxury meets velocity. Speed has evolved, from gasoline growls to electric whispers. But one thing hasn't changed: the obsession to go faster than anyone thought possible. And as we close this list, it's clear. The age of the sedan isn't over, it's just getting started. For decades, sedans were seen as practical, safe, predictable, and even boring. But the cars on this list shattered that myth forever. They proved that you don't need a supercar badge to destroy a track or make jaws drop on the highway. From the thunderous growl of the Hellcat Redeye to the eerie silence of the Lucid Air Sapphire, these machines represent the full spectrum of human obsession with speed. Some roar, some whisper, but all of them rewrite the limits of what a four-door can do. The Audi RS3 showed us that size doesn't matter when precision and engineering collide. The Jaguar XJR 575 reminded us that elegance and aggression can share the same steering wheel. The BMW M3, CS, and Cadillac CT4 V Blackwing proved balance and handling could make speed feel like. The BMW M3, CS, and Cadillac CT4V Blackwing proved balance and handling could make speed feel like art. And the Italians, Alfa Romeo and Maserati, turned horsepower into emotion, building cars that don't just move fast, they move you. And now, as we enter a new era, one question remains. Will the future of speed be silent, dominated by instant torque EVs like the Taycan and Lucid, or will the symphony of combustion still have its final encore? One thing's certain, the sedan isn't dying. It's evolving, faster, louder, smarter, and bolder than ever before. So tell us in the comments, which one would you take for a spin? Would you choose the raw fury of a V8 or the instant rush of electric power? Because no matter where the future goes, one truth will always remain: speed never goes out of style. And if you thought these sedans were fast, wait until you see our next video. The cars that got banned for being too powerful. You won't believe what automakers had to hide from the public. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the next story will blow the doors off everything you thought you knew about speed.